No pain. Not right now.
Turn your head right. Lot restricted that way, right?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty big of a difference. See how far she can turn. Then left, you're pretty, wow, you're pretty good going that way. But
Yeah, this side is, it's
like
a big
car.
difference.
I imagine. There you go.
Ooh.
You all right?
Yeah.
You're good. All right, easy.
Had this done a few times, so it's still always like,
woo!
Yeah.
Relax, I got you. It's like Dancing with the Stars. We're gonna dance together, and I'm never gonna dance again. You know, people have stepped on my feet at it, and I'm scared. You know, I'm not gonna step on your toes. Turn your head left. Yeah, good.
Left.
Good. Right. Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot better. I felt like I swung it around.
Right there.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He's really leaning into it.
Yeah.
I ain't tapping out.
I can take it for the most part. You'll know what it is. I'm like, ow. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Okay. I've been in like 2 different car accidents, but they were like years apart. One of them I got T-boned like behind the driver's side and it flipped my car around.
Okay.
And the other one, I never got checked out for it. I was super young. I was like many years ago. And the other one, I got hit from behind. I was just at a red light and he just hit me from behind while I was at a stop.
Had you had any care after those accidents, or just kind of healed however you healed?
I just healed however I know. The first one, I was super young. I just like was just happy that I was okay.
Alive.
And I was like, yay, you know.
Yeah.
And that was about it. But the other one, I did. The cops came, but I just never went and got checked out. I was like, well, I didn't get hit that hard, but of course.
Most of an injury at a car accident isn't even at the car accident. It's the compensation. So we have an injury or whiplash, and then we go, feel better.
Yeah.
You understand? So our body goes into avoidance, and then we can heal in avoidance. And I notice your job requires a lot of sitting and scheduling, and so we conform to the chair and even the driver, the vehicle chair. We get stuck in these seats all the time, and then we heal seated, and then that creates a lot of what I'm even noticing on here. So headaches, numbness in the hands, or?
I get tingling in this hand and like the fingers. This is the worst side. Both sides have bothered me, but this side is worse, and I've been getting really bad migraines. And like the last 2 weeks have been like, it's kind of weird that I had this appointment now because they've been almost unbearable the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
So.
Has anybody taken a picture of your neck? Any X-rays, MRIs?
No, nothing like that. The only thing I've had is like the last time I went to the dentist, whatever they did of like my teeth, that area, but they don't.
So we got a couple things wrapped up here. I'm looking at you from the side. This has gotten larger here. This kyphosis at the top here has gotten large. That's called antalgia. Your body is wanting to round forward. The front part of our spine has a lot less feeling than the back side. So when we have these whiplashes or injuries to the back part of our spine, there's a desire to round forward. Now with that, we need to understand that the front part of the spine has very little feeling. We have these structures called discs that are made of 70-80% water, and they're on the front. And then the structures on the back are, the nerve and then the joint, where the vertebrae contact with each other. So when we get whiplash, we injure these knuckles, and then the body rounds forward to open them up. And then with that, watch the size of that hole when I bend forward, it gets bigger, right? So my point is you would have more arm symptoms if it wasn't for that hump, right? If it wasn't for this getting larger here, you would have even more symptoms of just some numbness in the hands. And so we need to be careful this is why I asked about the picture, because there's disc injury in your lower neck. That this model has one here on L3, representing a disc injury that's hitting a nerve. And so what your body will do is, there we go. It'll bend forward to move the nerve away from the disc, and therefore I don't feel it anymore. And then Mr. Smarty Pants here, if I try to bring your head back, we ran into the nerve again. Does that make sense? So the tension in your neck by not being in the right position is creating the headaches. So we're at a catch-22 here, right? I need to get your head back to alleviate the tension in your neck, which is irritating the suboccipital nerves, giving you the headaches. That's postural and just inflammation in your neck. We call them tension headaches, cervicogenic headaches. Those are from when I feel your neck in a second. And it's super tender in here and sore. Well, it's like if I hold a bowling ball close to my body, it's not so difficult. But if I hold it outstretched, my muscles have to work harder based on the position that I'm holding something in. And so think of your head like a bowling ball. The more that it's forward from the shoulders, the more tension your neck is under, right?
Yeah.
Muscles build up lactic acid, that
And
acid
the jaw
here,
too, I think that can.
that makes your jaw go forward, TMJ clicking,
Yeah.
the jaw and the head being forward are the same thing also. So the MRI shows me how much tread we're dealing with, right? Shows me how close we are to the nerve, and this has been going on for a number of years, the fingers.
The fingers, I don't know how long, maybe a few years, like 3 years or so, 2 years, something like that. But the first accident, I feel like it was, I can't remember when it was. It's got to be,
Okay.
like, it's probably 10 years ago because we were in the other place. It's got to be 10, 12 years. It's been a long time since the first accident.
The easiest way to start this treatment is that I'm going to start loosening up the parts of your spine that are not injured, and we'll see how upset you get with me. Right? We're going to loosen up the parts that are stiff,
Okay.
leave the areas that are injured alone, meaning the lower neck and your hand are the same thing. And so when I say lower neck, I mean your hand. They're on the same circuit.
Okay.
That the wires that leave your lower neck go down to your hand. So if your lower neck gets upset, the hands are going to get more upset, the arm. So we're going to start bringing you back and then seeing how your body, okay, I'm okay here, okay, let's go a little bit farther back, right? And then we're going to run into stuff, is what I'm trying to say. We're going to run into the things. We use the word antalgia. Anta means away from, algia means pain. So
Okay.
this is you're in an antalgic posture. So go ahead and stand up for me, I'll show you. Just show me center, wherever you think center is. I'm just going to look at you. You're fine, just look straight forward, you're fine. So your ear from your shoulder is about 1.5 inches, 2 inches forward from where it should be. The ear hole, the external auditory meatus should be over the center of your shoulder.
Okay.
And so not only is the head forward, but the shoulders are forward. And so it's actually, if I actually pulled your shoulders back,
Then my head's, yeah.
head's even farther forward than
Yeah.
you're gonna look. So this is where, but when you're pinching a nerve here, you'll open up that channel by moving your shoulders forward. Now you get shoulder pain, rotator cuff issues, you understand,
Okay.
arm issues start to happen because the shoulder going forward alleviates nerve pressure, but now the extremities start to suffer. So we're gonna start asking, let's see what happens if we bring you to neutral and see how upset you get with me. Even laying face down on my table, when you're face down in a minute, the table doesn't let you go forward. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So sometimes I had a firefighter the other day, he couldn't even lay face down on my table. He was so
I remember, yeah.
forward
Yeah.
that asking for neutral felt like,
That. Yeah.
No pain.
Not
lot,
right now.
turn your head right, lot restricted that way, right?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty
Yeah.
different. See how far she can turn left? You're pretty, wow, you're
Yeah.
pretty good going that way. But
Yeah, this side is, yeah. It's
like
a
a
big
car.
difference.
I imagine you work on cars, so it's like the cars pull into one side, right?
Yeah.
The frame's not on straight, or the wheel turns easily one way, but the other side it's jammed.
Very much so, yeah.
When you rotate your head to the right, the knuckles on the right have to be able to glide together, kind of like I guess you teach me power steering rack. Everything's got to be able to come together on that side, and there can be some rust or inflammation or crystals on that side. And we'll check that range of motion at the end. You'll have it better. But to maintain it, we have to work on getting that curve back in your neck. It's called a lordosis, and the arch in the neck maintains mobility. Otherwise, we get to a depressing place where it was moving better for 3 days and then it got stiff again. Try to bring your head back so you'll kind of look up. Is there pain when you do that?
No, it's just tight.
Tight on-
It's very tight over
Okay.
here all the time, but.
Okay. All right, then obviously I don't need to check. Why don't you check her looking down? Because I already know you're good at this. You're saying we're
I
already.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
We look at phones, we
I
look
can-
at computer. We look at phones and
I'm
computer.
really good at this, Doc.
Yeah.
I know. All right, deep breath in. I know, I got you. Head back. Exhale. Deep breath in. One more. Easy. Exhale. Chin down a little bit. All right, yeah, we got work to do. Okay, we'll get it. Scoot
Yeah,
down.
I was like, that top part's not gonna be easy.
It's okay. Put your hands around your belly for me. You're fine. Not gonna fall, I promise. Deep breath in. And then exhale, twist. It's okay. I got you. On side for me. Good. Very good. Take a deep breath in and then twist for me. Twist, exhale. Face up for me. Beautiful. The parts that are already moving. You didn't spend much time on those areas. Right, I don't.
Yeah.
We have a
not
massive.
focusing on that. This
got
is
a-
the fun part.
We had a lot of stiffness in your upper back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let me see here. That's over to the right. Okay. So remember how when you turn your head right,
Mm-hmm.
you're having difficulty, and it's because when you're right now your head is straight with your torso. It's not like when you were a kid and your handlebars of your bicycle and your tire, right? If you crashed your bike, the handlebars might be crooked to make your tire straight, right? So right now with your head straight with your torso, the bones in your neck aren't level with
My head is always tilted this
to the
way.
left. I understand.
Yes.
So that's here. I'm going to center the bones in a second. Let me show you where center of the bones are.
Oh, it's gonna feel weird.
The best is the bicycle analogy. I had to make the handlebars crooked to get the tires straight.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to straddle the tire and pull the handlebars straight with the tire so you don't have to ride around with crooked handlebars. Okay. The end effect is you're going to wear out the left lower part of your neck. So because I'm exaggerating, but you understand she's in left favoritism. So the cartilage on the left, the tread, it's just like a car camber. The alignment's off and you're going to wear the tread out at a faster rate. The tire's not diseased.
That's one of the chiropractors that she went to in the past told her that.
Right. They'll say you have degeneration, and it's going, no, guys, what you have is accelerated aging due to a poor alignment. I checked easy thing, range of motion. You went more than normal, almost normal or above normal left, and then I can't turn to the right, Ed. That needs to be addressed. We have a favoritism to the left, and you're going to wear out the left side at a 60-40, 70-30 rate. And once you wear it out, now all of a sudden everybody cares. Like, well, no, you should have been caring 20, 30 years ago when the misalignments were there. And that probably has to do with those car accidents. You understand? You got the right side of your neck got injured, and then your head just leaned away from it. You get whiplashed a certain way, and we compensate and heal crooked. So easy. You're doing great. Here we go. You did great. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're just trying to target that upper neck. You okay? Yeah, you did great. Really gentle. There you go.
Ooh.
All right?
Yeah.
Did good. All right. Easy.
Had this done a few times, so it's still always like,
Woo!
yeah. Shake it off.
Shake it off. Ed, I feel like you rubbed the right side of my neck a lot longer than the left, and the answer is correct.
Yeah.
You're going to see me spending on that knot right there.
Oh, okay.
That's the injury.
Oh, okay.
Hello. Yeah.
And I feel like it's like my left shoulder,
Correct.
like neck area.
That's
where
abused.
you feel it. Yeah.
That's abused, right?
Yeah.
The area that's abused is already moving.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Beat it up more? It's already
Yeah.
doing its job. It's the bearing that's already, you're worn out that hub. That's the part it's actually functioning mechanically. It's the healthiest part of your spine, but because it's been mechanically overstressed, it's being labeled diseased. It's not. The right side's the problem. This is, so your head doesn't want to, come on, there we go. We're making a journey, come with me. I'm making a journey to the right here. There you go. I know, easy. Breathe. I got your head. I promise I won't drop it. I promise you. Just relax. I got you. It's like Dancing with the Stars. We're going to dance together and, well, I'm never going to dance again. You know, people have stepped on my feet at it and I'm scared. You know, I'm not going to step on your toes. We're going to.
Plus, I'm a girl letting loose of control is.
It's okay. Well, we're going to, I'm not
always-
going to hurt you. But it is like a dance partner. We got to learn to have faith that I'm not going to hurt you. It's
Yeah.
we're bringing in new patterns here. Feel there's no bump over here.
No, there's no bump over here. No, nothing at all.
It's a smooth. This is the abused side. It's already moving. Now it's going to be, the muscles are going to be tight because they're trying to protect the areas that are injured, right? Muscles frequently splint, right? They'll tighten. And then that splinting is then, well, we give you some muscle relaxants. It's like, well, that tightness was actually trying to help you out. That was trying to protect the area that's injured, right? It's not, that muscle tightness wasn't out to annoy you. It's trying to guard an injured area. Well, how do you get rid of the tightness? Get rid of the injury. Once it's not injured, it won't be tight anymore. There's a firing order, like the pistons in your car. It's like this one goes, then that one goes. There's a firing order when you rotate your neck. So the upper neck moves first, then the lower neck moves last. And so it shouldn't be possible to wear out your lower neck, create the misalignment that you're in, if your upper neck was working properly. If the firing order was correct, how did you wear out your backup engine without wearing out your main engine? Right? You wore out the backup engine because the main engine's been offline for a long period of time. An injury happened to it, it shut down, and now you've been running on this secondary engine, secondary generator kind of idea. And so we got to get the original motor back up and running. But the pistons are rusted to the cylinder wall. You know, I'm a car guy, I love cars.
Yes,
My point is that,
very
you
much
know,
so.
it's like the engine's seized, you know, the motor's seized up, and so you got.
He
What is
knows
it?
that's how I feel.
That's right. You gotta tear
Rebuild
it. You gotta rebuild it. That's right. This is the curve. There you go. You okay?
Mhm.
This is where your neck belongs, and we'll show you a neck dent roll at the end of the visit. And this is going to be how you're going to start restoring the right alignment through stretching. So counter stretching. The
Mhm.
adjustment is used to make the spine like clay soft, so we can actually work it into the mold. Okay.
Feels so weird that when you put it in the right position, I'm sure everybody does that.
It doesn't feel natural, correct? I
Mm.
know. If it felt natural, you wouldn't be here, right? It
Mhm.
wouldn't. It felt natural. Why are you here again? Right? It should feel weird because it's the opposite of what you're used to. You're used to looking down.
Mhm.
Now we're taking you to the opposite position so you can be in the middle. You know, it's an over. You're at +2. We got to take you to -2 so you can be at 0.
Yeah.
Right? It's an overcorrection in the opposite way. That's it. So they call that mirror image adjustments, mirror image stretching, chiropractic biophysics. They started this in 1997. You know, so only about 26 years of this. Most of chiropractic is doing the segmental approach where they zoom into one area and try to adjust bones individually. Chiropractic biophysics zooms out and says, look at the global posture. Look at her total range of motion. Let's get the ear over the shoulder first. Let's get the curve in her neck. Let's not worry about what C4 is doing over C5. You're saying they're so zoomed in. I zoom down and go, look, her head's forward. Let's work on what we call global postural analysis versus segmental postural. That took 102 years to get to that point. There we go. There you go. Okay. Easy, easy. I gotcha. Easy, easy. Let it go, honey. There you go. Oh, you're amazing at it. That was a deep one.
That was.
That was deep.
Yeah, like I put on there my back, and I don't know if it's all from that too, but especially when I'm doing the dishes. Oh my gosh, like it'll burn like my back up
Yeah.
here in
Yes.
certain spots.
That's leverage from your neck, because the more forward your head goes, the more tight your middle back becomes. Lactic acid, inflammation build up. This is just from the muscles overworking. These muscles are, it's like an engine, the idle screw's been turned up too high. It's idling at 3,000 RPMs over here.
Mhm.
You're working overtime.
It's working overtime, right?
That it's like this area.
Mhm.
Tell him like when he tries to massage or anything,
Mhm.
I can barely feel anything down there because I feel like it's such a knot there
Mm.
that like I can barely feel anything. I'm like push harder. I can't feel that. So it's just
Yeah. I tried
like
that.
yeah. He tries that and I'm like
She said,
I'm like
"I don't
yeah.
feel
That's whatever. I can take a lot.
Give me a sec.
Pressure. He's like she's gonna be like ah. He's only been trying for like 20 some odd years.
I understand.
Just kidding.
Yeah, these are the roots of the neck. These are
Yeah.
the other end of the same muscles that attach up in the upper neck that cause headaches. These are the roots of your neck here.
Mhm. I felt that. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, good. You're doing great. Yeah. Oh yeah, right there. Wow. Okay. Turn your head left. Yeah, good.
Left.
Good. Right. Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot better. I felt like I swung it around.
It's just you got to get all that inflammation out of there, and you're going to restore that range of motion. It's easy.
Yeah.
Just to knock those. They're just knuckles, and
Yeah.
ultimately the curve in your neck is going to maintain it, so we're not going to injure those discs in the lower neck. There you go. There you go. If I'm going too hard, please let me know. I'm going to keep going deeper
Okay.
and deeper. Okay, please let me know if I'm overwhelming. Yeah. I've
Tickles a
never,
little bit in one spot. That's,
Okay.
It's fine.
I've never been accused-
That's better than it hurting.
I've never been accused of going too easy on people. It's
Oh.
and back off.
Yeah.
There you go, right there.
This side's sore because I
Mhm.
was working out the other day and
Mhm.
with weights, And this arm works so much better than this arm. So it's
Mm.
like, this arm and shoulder is like sore from workout, but this side isn't. And I'm like, I need the same reps.
I'm uneven here.
Yeah.
This definitely feels tighter over here. This is
Yeah.
definitely much.
Ah,
Mhm, mhm.
yeah.
There we go.
That middle back is just like really lumpy feeling.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Even just getting this mobilized, getting you in a better position is going to prevent any more bumps from forming on your back. You know, that is the antidote to it. Is the cause was the stiffness in your back. The posture created the stiffness. And the medical world's not going to say take your shirt off and let's rub your back and
Yeah.
stretch your back. And they're not interested in chiroing. Chiro means hand.
Yeah.
You know, hand practitioner. Or the people's elbow practitioner. Exactly, elbow practitioner, but hands-on work. My wife's actually sporting the people's elbow
I know,
with the chicken wing bait. Right there. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
All right, she said she's pretty tough, right? Okay, all right, I'm just taking.
Yeah, no, he knows. When it comes to this part right here,
Okay,
I am like, no, I will be like, okay.
all right, let me know then, okay?
It's the top part that I'd like usually, I'm like, okay. That part, you can go pretty deep and it's not, you know,
Okay.
but when you get really in there.
I'll work for it.
Yeah,
I'll let you have it.
All right.
All right.
Well, that's the spot that it hurts. Yeah.
My wife will do this for like 30 seconds on me, and she's like, how do you do this all day?
Yeah, all day. Oh, yeah.
It's probably the same thing like being a mechanic. Your body just gets used to it. You keep asking, and
Oh my God.
He's really leaning into it.
Yeah.
she ain't gonna tap me. She's strong, man. I ain't tapping. I ain't tapping out. I got this.
I can take it for the most part. You'll know what it is. I'm like, ow, ow. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Okay.
He's like, I'm gonna get her stabbed.
I didn't realize that was tender down there.
Mm-hmm.
I always make him press up here. I use,
All right, we'll ease into it. Here we go.
I told Carl, like, this is gonna suck today when I go in for the right side instead of all things. And my right and left side's always the one that bothers me. I said, but today my right side is sore.
I told her no workout today.
Mm-hmm.
Epsom salt bath today,
Mhm.
something.
Oh, yeah.
Just relaxing at home.
Almost there.
It's like Star Wars. Almost there.
Yeah. I've never seen Star Wars. A lot of people are like, oh my God. When I say that. I'll tell you how ecstatic I was when I was like, I found you on YouTube and I was like, this is awesome. I have to go look him up. I bet you he's in like frickin'
Right.
California. And I pulled it up and I was like, yay. So close. And I literally, like, my business office is like right down the street. So,
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's
we're
perfect.
not far. It's awesome. And I don't mind driving in rush hour
Excellent.
after this
Oh, perfect.
because it's worth it.
Yeah, no, we'll get you all cleaned up.
Mhm.
There you go.
This isn't as bad.
Mhm. Yes, oh no, for sure, 100%. You survive the elbow, it's through the hard part.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
inflammation on your neck.
Oh, yeah.
All that inflammation in your neck.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to get all that out of there. I'm going to adjust you some more face down.
Okay.
Easy, easy. There we go. Just going to hold. I got you. This is what the stretching is ultimately going to do. We're going to hold pressure, like this, just holding, and right over these spots. Do you have a foam roller by chance? Do you have a?
I think I do. Yeah, I haven't used it obviously because I'm pretty sure I do though.
It's fine. I really, if you're not under this type of care, it's probably not a good idea to use it anyway. So it's fine that you haven't been using it, but we're gonna introduce it today a little bit.
Yeah, it tickles. I'm really bad with this.
All right, let's just try to loosen that joint a little bit.
This hip is usually the one that has bothered me previously. Of course, everything's on the left side, I feel like. But it used to I feel like this hip used to stick out more.
Mm-hmm.
But since I've been working out the last, I don't know how long, like few months or so more, and it hasn't been as bad and it hasn't really been that sore. So I don't know.
Sometimes you feel like this. I'm trying to get the even pressure here. You feel like this is less ticklish over here?
Yes.
Yeah. See, the right side's stuck.
Okay.
See, the side that's moving actually. Part of the tickle is there's inflammation in here.
Okay.
And you'll.
See, this one tickles a little bit. This one's
It's
almost
massive.
unbearable. Yeah, this one's like, ah.
We got to work on the right side.
Okay.
My point is that this side is actually moving too much,
Mhm.
and the restriction over here. We just got to figure out what you can handle. And there's a joint right there. Yeah. There's
Yes, I can feel it. Yeah.
an injury right in there that your body's going, no, careful. Don't let that out of the bag.
Yeah. Trying to protect it. Oh yeah, I always cross my right over my
Right,
left.
that
That's
stiffens
the
this
most
joint.
comfortable.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we got to get this joint right there. Oh boy, come on, breathe. I know it's tough. Right there. There's some glue right there. That needs to be worked
Oh, I've heard
out.
that word before.
Glue. Somebody put too much Loctite in here. These threads.
It's like one of those northern cars with some rust on it.
Well, I always try to think, like it was just previous patient I was talking about, like the adjustment, like when I was just doing on our back, I held and then I gave a little thrust. I think about like an impact gun.
Yeah.
Right? Versus just having, it's giving a little bit of a,
Uh-huh.
trying to break loose that coefficient of static friction. You're trying to, trying to hit that, trying to hit the bolt. You can explain to me how the impact works, but you're trying to get a little bit of a thrust.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing chiropractically to the joints, the same thing the impact gun does to a bolt. Anyway. There. All right, easy. Mm-hmm.
My elbows crack a lot.
Uh-huh.
Anytime I put my arms up, they pop really loud. I saw the video of the girl was like popping her hands. He's like, "That's my job."
And don't pop it. Lay it back for me. Meet your ankles. I got your leg. I got you. Relax. Easy, easy. There we go. There we go. Good. Mm-hmm. I got your leg. There we go. Easy. Good. There we go.
They've been sore lately, like up here. I don't know if it's because of my neck, but
100%.
Yeah.
This is. It was more mark over here on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to open up these drain lines. Tilt your head to the right for me. Go ahead and tilt your head right for me. Okay, good. Okay.
I do.
She just got a little petite little ear.
I do.
Not much to grab on. Here we go. Go ahead and tilt left.
Oh, I heard that.
That's such a weird sensation.
Tilt left. Left one on top. Lay back for me. I got you. There you go. And then sometimes I'll take my hand, place it on my forehead. So grab your hand, and you'll press your head.
Oh yeah.
I know. That feels lovely, Ed. Press and see if your head will stay there, and you put your hand back down. You just relax. You just you're trying to press your head into that mold. And the more you do it, the more you're actually going to do it properly. So it might actually get more difficult the 10th time you do it than the first time, because you're actually, it's getting worse, Ed. No, you're actually doing it properly. You're actually starting to stretch into it. Does that make sense? Your neck, as it gets suppler, will actually start to become more curved, and it can become more difficult because you're actually doing it properly. So don't be disheartened. It takes about 20-minute stretches to reach your first checkpoint. If you did it once a day, that'd be 20 days. You want to do 20-minute stretches. So now with your neck being that bump on the right side, you actually could do a little bit of right rotation. So a little bit, get the idea?
Yeah.
Get a little bit more pressure
On that side.
on that right side. So you have the TV, if you lay on the floor next to the TV would be on the right. That makes sense. And you could do a little bit of right rotation to level out that. It'll auto level by pushing it in. It's like a drawer. If you just shut the drawer, it auto levels as you shut the drawer. But we can push more on one side of the drawer to assist it in first leveling the drawer, and then we take the drawer evenly shut. So there's a one side of your spine is higher than the other kind of deal, so we can first level it and then bring it together shut. So I would think like a 1 month prescription, or at least if I'm monitoring it, then they go away pretty quickly. 3-5 visits will have most of that laterality gone, and then I'm not going to ask you to turn your neck anymore. You'll have your head just straight on it. Easy. There we go. Easy. There, lay back. Yeah. Arms up for me. There we go. Easy. I know. This feels lovely, Ed. Okay. We have got to start confronting the stiffness in your upper back and the misalignment. And it's the largest misalignment you have. So it's going to be the most difficult because of things that are less crooked are easier to get straight. The biggest misalignments are the hardest to correct. And your biggest, when I did the hug adjustment, the tightness in your upper back was the most significant part of your back that was stiff. So it's about 1 minute here. You kind of roll, so you're gonna roll towards me upwards. It'll roll down your back. Does that make sense? The roller will move down your back, and you drag your bottom, and you move down 1 inch, and you kind of bring these books with you.
Okay.
You're gonna need to have some blocks behind your head. My worry is because your upper back is stiff without the books, there's a high chance that your neck will bend too much.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because your neck is just going to bend, and not the area that I want to bend, which is your upper back. So you're not doing a neck stretch right now.
Yeah.
I want you to do a back stretch right now. You do your neck stretch on this,
Yes.
and we do the back stretch on this. We're trying to make the upper back bend. Ideally, end of the day, this is and it's okay if you only can do 5 minutes. We want to work our way to 20 minutes. We have to start getting there, and the more.
This is like
Yes,
my
ma'am.
shoulder's uncomfortable there.
I know.
For some reason.
No, you're bringing your shoulder back.
Yeah.
Your shoulder wants to be forward, like I was showing you earlier.
Yeah. This shoulder's like been sore a lot lately.
Even when I just move my arm up and down on like a simple workout movement, it's like click, 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 and it's like kind of sore, and I'm like, what the heck?
Those are the
But not on the left side.
repetitive clicking is tendons rubbing over bones, right? It's not the joint. It's the guitar string. You ever have a turkey leg? You ain't damaging those tendons.
No.
Yeah.
Those things are steel cables. So the tendons are steel cables, and when you move the bone around, the little notches and bumps that are on the bone will pluck the guitar strings. Now, the tendons shouldn't be so tight in the first place. The tendons are tight because the shoulder's in the wrong position. Does that make sense? That's making the guitar strings held tight, and now you're moving your shoulder around and you're feeling that repetitive click. The shoulder is forward because that unpinches a nerve in your neck, right? So this is where we got to be careful with undoing these antalgic positions quickly, right? We want to gradient up into it, and we kind of, my neck felt great after that visit, my back felt great, my shoulder was killing me, or my things are going to start, we're going to start running into.
That's the last time. It's been years now. I went to someone else and they just did adjustments only, and other things started hurting after a couple of visits. And it's like once one thing isn't hurting, you start feeling other things that you probably didn't feel before, or they're just starting to.
There's good pains and bad pains. If it hurts in an area that's frozen, it's a good pain. It's an area that was reluctant to working, and now it's working. But antalgia, away from pain, away from algia, pain. When we undo antalgia, we're going into the thing that you were away from. Because I expect you want to live till 90. And for your body to make it to 90, there's an alignment that we need to be in. The tires have to be on straight. You're not going to get 30,000 miles out of a tire that's crooked.
So
And this is gonna get really sore after this, I'm sure.
Well, you're gonna see it in a second. There's already a mark here. There's already,
Oh, sorry.
I'll let you, when you come and say it.
Of course, I automatically like, it's like, don't look, and you look.
I was thinking Inception, you know. Don't think about pink elephants. What are you thinking about? Pink elephants.
Just how it goes.
Right, we're
Yeah.
shining a spotlight, trying to draw attention to it, to get your body to go in there and deal with these old injuries. There's a mark here, yep.
Yeah.
You want to get all that out of there. All right. But it's two birds, one stone. With that roller, you would start at the top and you'd work your way down, and you'd want to work all these angles.
So I start off with my hands up here.
Well, you might even just do the side, but I'm saying
You eventually want to.
we need to work. There should be no difficulty in any of these positions.
Correct.
Any difficulty has to do with injuries. You know, if you put books underneath your hands, I guess, you understand that, or, you know, use one hand to, sometimes I use a wall, like if the wall's here,
Mhm.
you get close to a wall and you just press your hands up against the wall. Does that make sense?
Okay.
You bring your roller close to the headboard of your bed or whatever, or, you know, somewhere you can just relax your arms against the wall, like if this was the wall. Do you understand? Because you want to hang out here enough. If it gets too difficult, you can put your arms back down your belly. I mean, when you're on the roller, don't feel like you have to always keep your arms up, but we need to work on, you know, hedge up here.
Yeah.
Your head, see, my neck is not stretching.
Yeah.
I'm worried this will happen,
Yeah.
right? My back is not bending, and now my neck is bending too much.
Yeah.
So I want you to have the books behind you so that you're pressing on your upper back and you're making that area move without involving your lower neck.
Oh, you don't want to see him walk. That's terrible. He's been limping lately. Yeah. And he works on cars. I mean, he's always doing physical stuff and everything.
My stuff is mostly like sciatic pain.
Come on, Constance, I'll be back.
Low
Come on.
back.
All right, very good.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Come on,
right.
2 seconds.
Oh, no.
No charge, come on.